Donald Trump shut down George Soros' awful plan to destroy Brett Kavanaugh. George Soros threw the kitchen sink at Brett Kavanaugh. Soros had masterminded a secret plan to take him out. But it failed when Donald Trump shut him down for good with one decision that no one saw coming. George Soros funds protesters. Maria Archila confronted RINO Senator Jeff Flake in front of an elevator moments before a key vote on Brett Kavanaugh. She screamed at Flake over his announcement to vote yes on Kavanaugh's nomination. Archila claimed to be a sexual assault survivor and yelled that Flake was not hearing her. Moments later, Flake stunned Republicans when he announced his support for a one-week pause to allow the FBI to investigate the allegations against Kavanaugh. But Archila was not some ordinary American who thought it was her civic duty to confront a public official. She is the co-executive director at the Center for Popular Democracy. And George Soros funds this organization through his Open Society Foundation. MoveOn.org also worked to mobilize protests against the Kavanaugh nomination. Soros funds that group too. The mobs descending on Congress were not grassroots activists in action. They were part of a well-financed and coordinated campaign. After Archila bullied Flake into changing his vote, Democrats smelled blood in the water. Republicans feared that Soros would pour more money into rallying protesters. And they were worried that the in-your-face liberal goons would intimidate RINO Republicans into voting against Kavanaugh. Donald Trump shuts down Soros protesters. But Donald Trump was not about to let George Soros and his paid protesters sink the Kavanaugh nomination. Trump made it known on social media that the mobs demanding senators to vote no on Kavanaugh were not legitimate protesters. Trump tweeted, "The very rude elevator screamers are paid professionals only looking to make senators look bad. Don't fall for it. Also, look at all of the professionally made identical signs. Paid for by Soros and others. These are not signs made in the basement from love. Troublemakers. Women for Kavanaugh, and many others who support this very good man, are gathering all over Capitol Hill in preparation for a 3 to 5 p.m. vote. It is a beautiful thing to see, and they are not paid professional protesters or handed expensive signs. Big day for America." Trump's tweets took all the air out of the liberal protests. To be sure, the liberal mobs still rallied, shouted, and stormed Capitol Hill. But the RINO Republicans ignored them. Trump made it known that these were not their constituents. Soros paid a bunch of agitators to create a scene. Republican voters wanted to see Kavanaugh confirmed. And the Senate Republicans delivered on that promise. The Senate voted 50 to 48 to confirm Kavanaugh. Trump celebrated the victory on Twitter. He tweeted, "I applaud and congratulate the U.S. Senate for confirming our great nominee, Judge Brett Kavanaugh, to the United States Supreme Court. Later today, I will sign his commission of appointment, and he will be officially sworn in. Very exciting."